We are doing just kind of a little bit of, I wanted to go live. Well, I didn't want to go live. Let me reword this. I wanted to go live to show you the recipe, but I didn't want to go live right now. But I realized I'm starting the recipe right now. So that's why I'm like, I guess I gotta go live right now. Because I want you guys to see it. You know what I mean? I want you guys to see the steps of it. So, hi everybody. Let me fix myself. I look a little rough. Mitten. Oh man. Let me get out of the kitchen for a minute. I don't want you guys to, I don't want to work in the kitchen with my hair. Hi guys. Hello, my friends. You guys, so anyway, what I was trying to tell you was I am trying to do my live, like, we have an appointment tonight at 6:45. And I'm kind of was trying to decide if I'm going to do this at 6 because it takes about 30 minutes to get there. So then I was like, well, let me just start it now. We'll go live at 6 instead. Well, then when I was getting ready to do the like in my head, putting the timeline together. Oops, sorry guys. I realized I'm starting it now. So either I show you the finished product or I show you some of it, and then you guys can kind of get the idea. So you either see the beginning of it or the end of it. But it's yesterday we had a rotisserie. I must have dumped the box. Just a basic Sam's Club $4.99 rotisserie. That's it. Brought it home. We ate it. Like, Joe actually likes to just pick off of it, so we really don't do the mashed potatoes and all that. You can do all that. We just did the chicken, blah, blah, blah. So we ate it for like a day, chicken. So you can either pull off the chicken, put it for salad, do whatever you want. I don't mind boning a chicken. Or Thanksgiving, my mom actually has me do her turkey. I debone the turkey, or I debone anybody. I just don't mind it. It's, dare I say, relaxing. I just like start piecing it, legs off the wishbone, and I just piece it. So I realized I didn't want to do that with this. I didn't want to make a salad from it. I actually wanted to make soup with it. And then I was like, oh, shoot, I can't show them because it's a process. I actually get the chicken, and that's what I do. I stick onion in it, 2 stalks of carrots. I actually need to put more carrots and celery and onion in the chicken thing. But this is what it looks like. And the thing that I want to say to you is you just have to be careful with it, you guys. Here's the whole chicken. And you just have to, when you're skimming off the top, anything that's like foam, anything that looks weird, you take the foam or whatever off of it. 2 things. Even if it's just a leg and a thigh, and you guys got a just chicken. Like, let's just say you got a 2-piece chicken you brought home and you guys picked off the chicken breast or whatever. Don't throw your bones away. Don't throw your bones away. Throw them in some water with some onion, some
no bones about that.
So I want you to be able to, damn, he has to throw it that loud. So I'm going to show you. I mean, I'm trying to take the meat off of the bone, but also I'm making a broth with it. I make another one that actually starts from onion and garlic and carrot. I started with a base, and I saute those vegetables, and then I put the chicken in it, and I put chicken broth in it or just water in it, and I'm like make that from there. But this is another way. If you have what's it called, chicken, by all means make use of it. Like, all the little pieces come off of it. Oops, hold on. You know what I mean? The little pieces of chicken are going to come off of it, and there's no sense in dumping it. I mean, let me just aim it down a little bit. See how it kind of looks like? Sorry, I'm trying to do it with 2 hands. It pretty much is going to separate off of there. But I also have the pot of broth. It's been going for about, it's been going for about 2 hours. So I'm going to put this right here. And then I can either bone it, debone it, or whatever here. But a lot of the carcass, I mean, that sounds really awful to say, but that actually, the wings are the best part. But I want to tell you why, you guys. We were gonna buy a chicken to make today. Let me look at you guys. We were gonna buy a chicken to make the soup with you guys, but the chicken was $16.99 or $16.89 or something like that for like a family pack of wings, fresh. And there was only about maybe 12 of them, 12 fresh wings. So it was the drumette and then also the wing part. So then the smaller one was like $9. $9 for like maybe about 8 or 10 wings, fresh. Okay. Yes, I can go to frozen. Frozen bag of wings is still about. I think we let me just tell you, I don't. I don't mean to be like this. I just look at other ways I can use the money, and if I want something over here, I try to think about my spending in every area. Does that make sense? So I knew that I wanted to make the strawberry rhubarb with you, which was they didn't have strawberries fresh because those were $4.99. So I just thought, you know what? I want more than 1 pound of strawberries. So let me go look at the frozen. The frozens were a little bit more, but I was able to make the strawberry rhubarb with you guys. Plus, we made a dessert to take over to my son's. Was like pound cake, strawberries, and Cool Whip. Okay. Hey, Leather. Hey, William Brooklyn. Who else is here? Queen Widow. Hi, guys. Thank you guys for hitting the like. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I said all that to say, do I don't always have to be as frugal as I am. I choose to be. We lived in a 5-bedroom, 3,500 square foot, beautiful home. I still was always like this. Always, always, always. I like to spend my money where I want to spend it. I have kids and now I have a grandson. I want to spend my money and stretch my money as far as I can stretch it. So I don't mean to be so like tedious with everything with you guys. But I also know that if I'm watching somebody cook and I'm like, oh man, I don't know if I can afford, I don't know if I want to make that. Then I break down the cost of how much it costs to make it. Somebody might say, hey, you know what? I think I will make it. I'm thinking I only have $12 in my account and I got to last me 4 days or whatever you guys are thinking. I want to be able to go, well, let me show you some economical ways that you can make a couple of good meals. You don't have to eat food that is from the dollar menu at McDonald's. I mean, yeah, that's great. Trust me, I get it. But if you knew that you could make enchilada sauce for pennies, then you can actually have that and make a wet burrito, make enchiladas, make some pasolas. I mean, you can make other things instead of just the wet burrito sauce or the enchilada sauce. So that's why I give you guys the the knowledge. That's what I feel like. I'm giving you knowledge so you can use it. And then when your daughter or your son calls and says, oh my God, I want this to eat, I was craving this, and you go, I know how you can make it, blah, 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 blah. I have a meatball sub. Like literally the roll of, like this was on sale for $2.79, okay? $2.79 for a tube. It was regularly $3.99 or $4.99. So I'm like, well, Italian sausage. So I told my daughter, because we lived here, you can make things from that, like an Italian sausage sub, like a hot dog bun or a sub bun, mozzarella cheese. Get a can of pasta sauce or make your own marinara to put on top. Like there's a way to eat all the yummy things without spending all the money. That's what I'm trying to say. Back to my freaking chicken, you guys. The chicken was unbelievable. Where we buy groceries, they only had one brand, and it was, what the world? It was flash chilled or something chilled. Oh my God, Joe, let a damn fly in here. It's called Blast Chilled Chicken Roaster. And that was freaking $15 or $16 for one rotisserie chicken. And I was like, what? And so then I went to look at the wings. I looked at the breast. And I was like, nope. Then I was looking at Joe and I said, what about if we grab a rotisserie that was $4.99 or $5.99, whatever your store charges. We can eat whatever we want off of it for lunch or dinner. And then I can throw the chicken carcass into a pan. I'll make the broth and we'll have chicken rice soup, chicken dumpling soup, or chicken noodle soup. Any of it. You can do any of it. But I made 2 meals for $5 versus buying a package of 17 or 15, $16 chicken. That, yeah, you would have chicken, but who wants to separate with $16? Like, seriously, that's gonna put gas in my car. So I said all that to say that's why we bought the rotisserie. So we could eat that day, bring it home, and now and it's been 2 hours, you guys. Sorry, I'm putting the lid on my sink. So let me bring you guys a little bit closer. So it was in here. This is part of it. Okay, this is the carcass, and it was pretty much whole. There was maybe 2 wings on it. Here's one of the wings. And then I put onion and I put celery, 2 celery stalks. These are going to be different than the actual, like I'm going to put the carrots before we actually eat because I want them to be crunchy. Okay. I know there's other ways to make your chicken soup. You can use this just for broth. If you ever have beef bones, beef stock bones, throw them in a pan, throw it with some carrots, throw some celery, and you're making yourself homemade beef stock. You don't have to. I'm giving you guys ways to, if you don't want to go and buy your artificial stock or the stock where they put like a teaspoon of concentrate, you gotta have to do the work for it. So that's what I'm doing. See the carrots, the onion, and the part that I wanted you to check out is I made 2 meals out of it. The other part I wanted you to check out is for you guys to make homemade broth, beef or chicken, or just vegetable stock. Get a pan, put your vegetables in it, put it on low. You can put your salt, your pepper, your garlic, put your celery, your onion. I would put some cabbage. I would put different vegetables in there just to make the vegetable stock. But I'm making chicken. And from here part, this is the only part that gets a little, you go in your pan. And then I chose to use my onion like that because we had cut it to do sauteing the other night. If you guys saw that live when we did caramelized caramelized onion for our live. We did a little too much. So I said, oh, I'll just use it. This is what I want you to look for. Little pieces like that might have bone in it. If you have somebody that bites into it, they will bite into a piece of a bone. I want to make sure I don't leave any bone in mine because like they're just small. And yes, you do come into this kind of risk in this by putting your whole chicken bones in there because the little pieces will fall off of it. That's why I don't let it go till it completely falls apart. If I left it in here for 4 hours, it would be literally a pan of bones and I'd have to take them all apart. So I don't want to wait that long. I saw that it was already starting to be hard for me to pick up. So I said, oh, let me go live so I can show you. And that's it. Only one piece actually broke off. All the rest is out. And the rest is just onion and celery. And I have a whole pot of chicken broth that I can make by sauteing the beginning. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm talking about, but you can either start with some onions, some celery, and some garlic, saute it. That's how I make my other chicken dumplings. I make it like that. I make my chicken and dumplings from like sauteing the pan of empty pot, garlic, onions, celery, saute it. Then I throw some stock in it. I throw the chicken in it with my onions. So I kind of fry my chicken, whether it's breast or whatever. Then I put my stock. You can this is real stock. And I use this for my chile mainly. This is what I use for my chile. But it is chicken bouillon. Just that. I'm sure it's additives because there's a whole litany of things that are in this. So I choose this because it has water, carrots, celery. That's it. I put a little salt in it, and I don't even think I put pepper in it. So you can do this. I do it for my Mexican chile. When I make my salsa, I put about a teaspoon of the bouillon. And then also, this is a constant. Um, can't find it, boys. Well, there's another one that I have that it's like a little bitty thing, like here. This costs a little bit of money. This costs like $4.99, but it's very solid, and you can make a chicken. It's concentrate stock. So this, I have to add water with it. Okay, it tastes better than the ones that are pre-made when you buy a little can of beef broth. That's beef broth. This is stock. This is like concentrate. So there's different levels, I guess. If you're trying to make something, you have concentrate, so then you can add water to how strong you want it. There's some that have 8-ounce cans of chicken or beef broth, and then you make your own. So I'm trying to show people a leftover rotisserie chicken. We ate what we ate from it. All that was left on it was maybe 2 wings, maybe 2 wings and a maybe a thigh, 2 wings and a thigh. We ate the breast and we ate the legs on it. I like legs. Joe likes breast. So we have a whole pot of broth for anything. If I want to make soup, if I want to make pasole, some stuff calls for soup. Like I make a green pasole that has chicken and hominy, and then there's also a red pasole that has pork. Okay, I'm just giving you guys more shit, and I'm sorry that I'm giving you guys more stuff that's confusing. I gotta find Joe's phone, so I know you're talking to me right now, Leather. Hold on. Oh. Jay, do you have your phone? Babe? You have your phone? Can I use it? Sorry. You guys, does anybody remember my shirts? Does anybody? I'm sorry if it's going to offend anybody. And please don't look at my table because these are after hours or begin hours. See, it says, were you there? What it's from? Hi, Dad. I'm sorry.
You said you made coffee?
Oh, I did, baby. You want a cup?
Yeah.
Where's your cup? Is it this one?
Yeah.
All right, I'll fill you up. I made you 10 pots. Oof. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Got to give my husband a little coffee. I mean, you guys know him. He's Joe. I got to give Joe a little coffee. He's not really my husband. I just call him that. Hey, we moved that time.
I got no reason to sit out here and drink it anymore.
What, were you just chilling?
I was chilling watching stuff.
Oh, well, let me just check chat.
Car shows.
Oh, you're working, cabroncito.
Oh.
We moved the time to go see the thing.
Huh?
We moved the time to go see the thing to 6:45.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they asked if we can move it. I'm like, sure.
Okay.
So we can do that. I didn't know. I had already started this, so I don't know what time we were going to be back. So I wanted to just do this with them.
3:30?
When to head out?
Is it 3:30?
It is 3:25. Yeah.
All right.
Just sit with them. I'll bring your phone in a sec.
All right.
All right, y'all. I'm coming in. I'm sorry. And this part you can do by yourself if you want. Take your time. Put it in the fridge. If you have a use for it, you can use it like that. But don't what's the word I'm looking for? Don't feel. This can be frozen. Let me say it like that. Don't feel like you have to use this. If you just have a Saturday afternoon and on Friday night, you and the kids or your husband, you guys ate the rotisserie, instead of letting it go bad, throw it in a pot of water, let it boil up. You will have a pot. Let this cool off, stick it in a Tupperware, stick it in a Ziploc bag, put it in the freezer, and you have fresh broth without dumping your carcass. You don't have to have it as, like your own chicken that you made. So I'll off probably, but I can just throw it. See how the chicken? So I can throw it in there. I just wanted you to see the easiness of it. When you have a chicken that you guys, even if you didn't cook it from homemade, don't let it be dumped. You have a whole bunch of bones. Let me just say that. That's where you get your flavor from, the bones. Okay? There's your chicken. Throw it in your pot. I am gonna make chicken with rice. So if anybody knows, if you guys have heard the story me and Joe talk about, I've made horrible chicken and rice in the past. So please don't judge me. I'm really excited to make it or try. My son gave me like some idea. It's what I did wrong was I wasn't looking. Well, first of all, I was only 21 years old or 23, maybe 23. God, I don't know. I just grabbed my freaking rice and I poured it in. And then I left, like to go pick up my daughter. I turned it on off. And then we came home and it was a solid. I couldn't even put my spoon in there. It was solid rice. It was so humiliating, first of all. William Brooklyn, thanks for being here. Queen Widow, thanks for being here. I appreciate all of you guys being here. I know there's a lot of court cases going on. I just didn't want to, I don't know, sometimes it's a lot for me, though that baby's age is really close to my grandsons, and it's a really tough to sit there and watch it. It's really tough. So I need to get my brain out of the visuals, and even the title of somebody's was really hard. Just when I read what he titled his was so, it was just hard. Like just the title shouldn't freaking trigger somebody, and it's just sad. It's sad. It's gross, and it's disgusting to even have no respect. I mean, I know that there's a lot of people who despise the mother for doing that, but I'm talking more on a sense of the child. Like, do you have to disrespect the child and say, you know what I mean? Ugh, it's hard to describe. I don't know how to say it without. I don't want it to be like um, like you don't have to say where the child was found. That's what I'm talking about. That's the part that was like, I shouldn't be watching a video that, or like scrolling and going, oh my God, that's horrible. Anyways, you guys, I'm gonna do chicken and rice instead of, I've been hook making, bitch. I know you have. Good for you. I'm so proud of you. I wish everybody knew your story. I wish everybody knew your story because it's an amazing story. I wanted to make homemade, like dumplings with you guys. Well, first of all, there's two things you can do. If anybody ever goes through the baking section, the aisle, there's pre-made biscuits that say just add water. Okay, that works fine. It's help in a need. Like if you only have 25 minutes, you don't have time to get the flour out, baking powder out, butter, and break in your biscuits and all that. This packet, you just open it and it says add a quarter cup water, and then this is how easy it is. Let's say that there was a whole bunch of chicken in here, okay? All the chicken's in there, and it's got all the vegetables that I wanted in there, okay? It's got some right now, but I'm gonna break down my carrots and make them like normal size. This is just for the broth. And now there's all the chicken I wanted was in there, blah, 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 okay? And I mixed that one that says quarter cup of water. Get your tablespoon, and you just grab it and drop it. Grab, drop, okay? And then you put the lid on it like this. Your biscuits will cook from the heat and the steam in there. In addition, they all get done, okay? So it needs to go for like 20 minutes. Once the top goes on it, the biscuits cook and it thickens your broth. Did you know that? Like, I was shocked when I saw it. I'm like, what? Are you joking? So anyways, I'm gonna debone this. I don't think I'm gonna go, we're not gonna go live later because we're gonna be over there, but I really wanted you to, damn, you guys pissed me off. Because I want to show you guys it. Because I was like, what? That's all you have to do? Yes, no, yeah, just a regular biscuit mix. But I want to show you this. Leather, thank you for being in here, baby. I know everybody else is like, bitch, you're boring. I'm out. Um, let's see. If you look up like chicken dumplings. Chicken dumpling soup. I'm trying to think of my recipe that I have. It's on my phone and I'm recording on my phone. So this is this right here. And then it'll say, for the dumplings, 1 cup of flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Literally, that's it, you guys. 1 cup flour, 2 teaspoons baking powder, and then kosher salt and garlic, and 2/3 cup milk. That's it. Then when your chicken's done, it says diced chicken and a piece of blah, 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 blah. Then it says, meanwhile, in a bowl, prepare the mixing bowl your flour, baking powder, salt, garlic powder. Pour in milk with a rubber spatula. Blah, blah, blah. The batter will seem stiff and should be thick. Yep. And then you just drop it. I want to just show you guys. Ay, ay, ay. If you guys want to just chat, I'm going to debone this and then I can show you guys because you actually got to do it all at the same, like I'm trying to add the chicken in it. Does that make sense? And I know some people freak out like, oh my God, she's using her fingers. Like, yes, I am using my fingers. Did you guys just not hear me? How much in a hurry I am? Make sure all of your bones are out of there. Joe is extra difficult because he doesn't even like he doesn't want to bite into the nerve or nothing. So if anybody can talk about something in the chat, I'm going to try to do this really quick while y'all are chillaxing in here. Leather, tell them what you do for your, what you do to pass your time by. So this looks like it's pretty empty, right? That's why I boil it. So that way, what I do is just pretty much get your thumb and it will just, I take off the fat, pretty much and then I put my thumb to clean out everything. And then I throw it in there. I don't want Joe to eat something he doesn't like. He doesn't like any of the, like I don't want my dogs to have any of this, so I got to get these out of the house as soon as possible. That is my main concern, is that my dogs don't eat any of the little bones. But I'm going to make the biscuits with you guys so I can show you. That's not my exact recipe. My recipe is a little different, but it's what I was telling you. You just mix it in a bowl and they are the biscuits. You don't have to do anything extra. One I saw takes butter. I don't want to waste butter if I don't need to. And the one I saw, or the one I usually do, doesn't have butter. I've also have made, when I was just doing this recipe, kind of like I started making my recipe and it was the prepackaged one. And she was like, take the help where you can get it. So I said, well, shit, then I'm going to buy those biscuits. And it was like 79 cents for a bag, like a baggie like this. And it said, just add water. And it was biscuits. So I'm like, oh my God, do you think it would really work? Dude, it worked. It worked. Yes, it does work. So I made it the way it said. Add water. It was thick, or whatever you want to call it. It did what it needed to do, and then I dropped it in there, and they rose, and they look beautiful. So I'm trying to make that same version for you guys. And I know that we're leaving tonight, and my chicken was like, oh, let me show them what I'm doing. But now that you're here, I'm like, oh man, I don't want to leave you guys hanging. I just told you about how to do it, but that's not really nice for me to do that. And it's basically just boning your chicken once it comes out. Okay, some people don't know what I mean, but it's basically getting this. I boiled my chicken so I could get all the broth. That's how I do mine. I want all the broth. I don't want to add any artificial broth. Do I care? No. If you guys want to do it that way, do it that way. Me personally, I like using real broth. Why? Because it's free. They gave me a free bone, and I want to use it versus dumping it. There's parts of the back that you can use. There's parts of the breast that you can't really get to until the whole thing falls apart. And this is, see, like this? This was just in the, well, I'll just show you. Took all the debris off, this is, hold on, I'm going to take it. This was the wishbone. See how tiny it was? It's hard to get to that. That's why I boil the whole, I hate to use the word carcass, but it is a carcass. I put the whole thing in my pot with the onion, some garlic, and I don't put much garlic, believe it or not in this. I put like 1 clove maybe, and then I put probably a total of 2 full carrots, and let's see, celery, 2 full celeries, and then about This is the back. I don't want to gross anybody out, but this is why you boil it. So then this part all falls off, and then it allows you to like grab either a fork if you want to, but it allows you to pull off what you wouldn't be able to get. So I don't mean to gross anybody out, but I have to also take off any skin or any fat that's in there because Joe's not a fan of that. Like this is just extra that we don't need. So it's up to you what you want in your home or your family, what you guys eat. Joe would love me to put skin, like the chicken skin. I won't put the chicken skin in it. I think that's really weird to bite into a chicken skin. Well, I don't know if it's weird. I just feel, but then he also thinks what I eat, the other stuff is strange in my mouth. So, like I said, you got to do what you do in your home. This is the wing. I just pulled the skin back, and then you have all of the skin, all the meat that is in between it. It's like falling off of it. So it's optional. I just didn't want to dump a whole chicken carcass that we had a rotisserie, and from the rotisserie we ate what we wanted. And I wanted to show you guys. I always show you guys like little, what's the word I'm looking for? I show you guys little hacks. You know what I mean? Aw, thanks for summing up. Thanks for coming in. I normally don't do stuff like this. I actually have things set up and you guys can see how to make a real meal. Today was just happened to be, I had the rotisserie going and I wanted to show you guys tonight at 6 or whatever, but then the lady wanted to meet, so then we're like, oh, well, we're not gonna be able to do that. But in addition to that, I said, I want to show you guys all of this. I don't want to come live at 6 and tell you, oh yeah, earlier today I made a chicken. The chicken was left over, so I boiled it, and I want to show you guys. This is what I'm talking about when I say I'm cleaning. Let me just aim it down. I'm cleaning. That's going to look gross, so I apologize for anybody I offend. This is basically the chicken that came in the rotisserie container. We ate it, and then I stuck it in the pan was 3/4 of the way full. I stuck onion, celery, salt, not much salt, but I did put a little in the pan. My chicken was just plain original. It wasn't lemon, pepper, or nothing like that. It was just a plain chicken, and that's it. And what I'm taking off is making sure that there's no bones in it, so Joe doesn't bite into any bones. Okay, does that make sense with you guys? I don't go too deep into it. I'm sure there's a lot in there, but I'm mainly looking for the bones to make sure that we're not going to bite into those. And some people want to be able to do the chicken noodles and have crackers. Other people want dumplings. If you're going to do crackers and all that, this is what I use to skim off the little pieces. But what I wanted to tell you guys, hold on a second. What I wanted to tell you guys is that if you're going to do one where you're getting rid of your, some people want their biscuits and their crackers, but just be cautious. You can do chicken noodles, like regular spaghetti noodles. You don't have to do rice. You can do chicken noodles. Now that your chicken and your broth and everything is pretty much done, honestly, you taste it from here and you can go, oh, I think it needs a little bit more, blah, blah, blah. Put it in there, a little salt, a little pepper, a little garlic powder. The broth, honestly, is pretty, I tasted it and it tastes really, really good. But, Joe may come in and go, oh, I'd like a little more pepper. So I'd say, okay, well, what do you want? But I'm going to do that for you guys really quick because I told you guys about it. And what kind of channel would this be if I didn't follow through? Hold on, y'all. Does anybody know where this is from? Anybody? Okay, well, let me tell you, it was a court case. Anybody? You guys know the saying. It is, we're going to go look at an apartment today, you guys, so we can get out of the cold and out of all this, or a house, I should say. We don't know. It's all in the Lord's hands. Hold on. Hold on, everybody. All right, I'm coming. Okay. My big thing to you guys is if you want a recipe, follow a recipe. Aw, thank you, baby. I know when I saw your pictures, Leather, I was like, oh my God, maybe that's a sign. I'm dumb. I thought it was a sign from the Lord that he was like, bitch, it's gonna happen for you too. I don't know, maybe not. I just got excited. All right. The most important thing is don't add your biscuits until your soup is already at the flavor. You know what I mean? Because you're going to be mixing it around, but I really don't want you to break up your biscuits or your things. You know what I mean? I don't want them to come apart. Candy corn time. I love the name. Yes, bitch. I love the wide noodles, the egg yolk noodles. Yes, yes. I love the noodles. Oh my gosh. I would have to keep buying gas whenever we're going to do it. Well, thanks for being here, Candy Corn Time. I love having you. All right, let's go. There's some flour. I'm going to put a little baking powder, and I'm going to add, it basically told you to season it, garlic, onion. Mine, I pretty much is the same. It just doesn't, I don't know if I've ever put baking powder, but let's go. And remember, what's your activator when you put baking powder or baking soda? Your salt. Okay? You have to add it or the spice you added will not go into effect in here. Garlic powder. I think I'm even going to put a little bit of thyme. Why not? Do what you want in yours. I'm going to do thyme in mine. Why? Because, I don't know. And I'm going to grab a whisk. It's just like sifting it. Okay, guys? It basically makes it smooth and all the lumps out. I love the no yolk noodles. I love egg noodles with like a steak tips and gravy over it. Ooh. Yes, baby girl. Okay. Me too. You can use spaghetti in here if you want, just chicken noodle soup. Use fettuccine noodles. Use linguine noodles. They're just a little bit wider. You can use all the way up to extra large or extra wide egg noodles. You can do chicken and rice. I was getting my rice ready because I was going to make rice. I make my rice and then throw it in my pan. You don't have to. That's just what my brother does, that when he makes it where he's at. Okay, he makes his rice, and that way it's completely made, and like the whole thing you do with it. And I basically put finished rice in there, or par finished, and I put it in the broth. Today I wanted to show you guys the dropped biscuits in there, and that pretty much thickens up your broth. Let me show you guys. See the chicken in it, you guys? We are gonna dump the chicken that we had. We ate it for lunch, and then I decided to go ahead and cut it up. Oh, where's my milk? Wow, I went through my whole gallon. Oh, that's another gallon. I was like, what? All right, I'm gonna do these really fast. Okay, look down. We buy these because our dogs eat them. Just regular, the mini carrots. That's what we buy because our dogs love them. If you want to do the big carrots, go for that. Me personally, me and Joe like it and we do the celery this big. So we can take it out. We're just not fans of celery. We like carrots, just not celery. All right, here we come to save the day. All right, ready? What's today say? No, why didn't I? don't use my milk fast enough. And you want it kind of coarse, guys. You can do thyme, salt, pepper, do whatever you want. If you want a salt, oh, I didn't even put pepper. I want to put a little bit. Thanks for coming in, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Can you guys see it? No. Thank you, guys. Everybody. I wasn't planning on doing this. I planned to just go live tonight. Then when we moved the hour, I was going to move around and adjust to it. And then I was thinking, I'm like, well, how am I going to show them anything if I'm going to do my whole chicken right now? And I thought, you know what, Joe's outside. I'm just going to show you it right now. I'm going to do a little bit more. I'm going to put a little bit more salt in my biscuits. You can buy a package of pre-packaged biscuits that asks for just water. You don't have to do this. I just wanted to show you the convenience of it. Okay? That's it. I'm going to go to my pan. Get this thing up. Thank you guys again for being here. These are the strawberry rhubarb bars that we made. Thank you guys for anybody who was watching those. Strawberry rhubarb bars for the win. Taking them when we go right now. It was just strawberries and rhubarb. You guys saw the recipe. But it was like, had to be done. Okay, I'm going to grab a spoon like this. Because I would say, I like them about that size. Because I want them to be small enough that they can be made through, cooked throughout. All right. Let's go. You guys ready? All right. Oh, I'll check you, Leather. I'm sorry you're holding it down, bitch. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here, Mama. I appreciate you helping me out. Leather. Drop dough just straight from the pot. Yes, yes, girl. They take no time at all. Have you ever put barley in chicken soup? I don't know. I know I've eaten a beef barley before. I do like beef barley. Hi, Tats Marie. We are making a chicken dumpling soup. I was going to do chicken rice, but since everybody came in, I wanted to just show you guys how easy it is to just whip together some biscuit dough. It's not real biscuit dough like the kind you put in the oven, so if you put this in the oven, it probably won't work. These are a little bit more of the wet, thicker look. And then my chicken, you guys saw me, it was just broth. And now I have the chicken that you guys saw me take off of it. Hold on, I'm going to scooch down a little bit. Okay. You guys watch me take the chicken off of it. There's some onion in it, celery. If you guys want to put anything else, this is what we like. Then you just grab this and just drop them in. When I say it's the simplest. And that's why you kind of want to season them, because you're going to eat that little bit of dough. You know what I mean? And if you don't put any flavor in it, it's just going to be like you're eating a little ball of unflavored biscuit. And some people eat it like that. There's another one where you can lay it out and roll it out and all that. I don't do that one. I mean, it's a different recipe. Let me say that. I do that, but not this recipe. See them how they're floating? And believe it or not, you guys, this will actually thicken the broth. It thickens the broth. Thank you guys for coming in and chilling with me. I just want when we come home later, I don't want anybody to have waited till 9 o'clock just for our live. I didn't want for me and Joe to, hi, what's baby girl doing? She loves the outdoors.
Let's go get some water. You hear that? She's getting water.
Oops. Oh man. Just a regular drop biscuit, you guys. That's what it's called, a drop biscuit. Not the biscuits you roll and you cut. This is called a drop biscuit. Okay. I should have made this for you guys while we lived in the South, but now that we back up in Michigan, we eat a lot of cozies up here. I personally would still put the top on it, even though they're floating, because I don't want I want the insides to be completely done. You just want to be gentle with it. You don't want them to break up in there, but they'll steam up. They kind of steam, almost like dumplings. Is that what it's called? Like with the Asian meal? Is that what they are? Dumplings? Okay. So anyways, I'm going to let them sit on about medium-high heat. It's going to just completely cook them throughout. But again, I apologize for you guys. It started out just being a live to show you the broth. And then it turned into a live that I was going to go, well, let me just explain to them what it's like to shred your chicken and the importance of taking the little bones out. And then we are all the way here. I'm like, oh my God, I'm sorry, you guys. I didn't mean to take this much time of yours. Leather, thank you. I'm coming to you, Mama. What's up, Daddy? Oh, your trash, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And here's this too. The girls could probably use some Benadryl from baby girl being outside. There's cheese in there or sausage or something that you can give it to them on. Okay, guys. I can make, burgers. I can make, you guys have a whole sentence going on. Make sure you hit the like on your way in or out. Thank you, guys. Okay, Tats Marie, sounds wonderful. Thank you, guys. I appreciate all of you guys. A blank slate, yes. We are just breaking regular drop dumplings in the soup. I was actually coming live just to show you how to. We made a, I was showing you that we had a rotisserie on Sunday, I think it was. Sunday afternoon. Saturday or Sunday, we had a rotisserie. We took the last of it, and I said, well, I don't want to just dump it because it's free. I know what I can do with it. So when you're done eating it, you shred off the chicken of what you want to use from it, and you can make salads, chicken. You can make everything from chicken salad. You can make the filling for a chicken and rice. You know how to make Mexican rice. Throw the pieces of chicken that you pulled off of there into your Mexican rice. It's called arroz con pollo. Joe, say hi.
Hello.
So if you have, there's a video that I have for arroz. Yes, girl. Chicken pot pies. Yes. You can throw the chicken in there with the vegetables to make your pot pie. You can make your, what's it called? I don't know how to say it. How do you say the word, Joe? Pasties?
Pasties.
You can make pasties. If anybody knows what pasties are in Michigan, up north Michigan, we have a fried pie. It's almost like a pie crust that we put potatoes, chicken, potatoes, and beef, some carrots, different vegetables, and then you put a gravy over it. It's really good, but they eat it in Michigan. The rest of the country doesn't know any idea what they are. I always say the wrong word, and it's not pasties. It's not.
It is pasties.
It's not pasties. Pasties are the things that the women wear that spin around on their little nips. Okay, not that. It's the one that actually is what? Joe?
What's that?
Pasty?
Pasties.
So pasties are the ones, they're like basically a pie. Mexicans make our own version of those, and they're called empanadas. Anyways, I get sidetracked, you guys. Back to my story. Whatever you want to use your chicken that you pulled off of there for, I wanted to show you that if you buy a $7 rotisserie, which that's what the beginning of my video was about, buying like a Cuban pasty. I don't pasties. Yeah, like that, girl. That sounds good, actually. A Cuban pasty, babe.
Yeah.
We could put pulled pork and ham. We could make our own. Okay, back to my story, guys. At the beginning of the video, I told you how expensive the chicken was in the grocery store. So I looked at Joe and I said, let's just buy a rotisserie and do what we need to do from the rotisserie, because the rotisserie was $4.99. So you can either buy they wanted us to spend $16.99 on a whole freaking cut up chicken, whatever. And I said, Joe, I'm not going to spend that kind of money on that. So then he's like, well, what do you want to do? And I happened to glance over and I said, hello, let's just get a rotisserie. And the rotisserie was $4.99. Got the rotisserie. We used it for the meat, whatever we wanted to use it for. Then we got a pan of hot water. That's it. I threw it in there with onions, celery, and carrots. And I have a whole pan of broth. So I can use it as a pan of broth. Shut up. They sell them down in Florida, Joe.
What's that?
At the little gas stations and food trucks.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think they have empanada ones, empanada Cubans, because they have the ham and everything, the pork. That sounds good, bitch. I gotta look that up. I want to learn how to make it. No, I've never had the lemon pepper. That's what I wanted to tell you. I got just a basic one. Will it work with lemon pepper? Sure, why not? Try it. Like, you may find out you like that soup better. I buy a regular one because that was the cheapest one. At our store, they go up. So if they add an extra season to it, like barbecue sauce or lemon pepper, it goes from $4.99 to like $6.99. Y'all know me. I bought the $4.99 one, and I figured I'll put whatever sauce I want on it at home. So here are our dumplings. This was just flour, baking powder, salt to activate your baking powder, a little bit of garlic powder, onion powder. I, by choice, did that. And then milk. That's it. Yeah, where's the other one? Oh, the chicken in there. Let's do one. Okay. Let's do a little tink and get the heck out of here. We have someplace we have to be later today, so that's why we did it early. But again, it's really, that's how easy it was. The chicken was already falling apart. I put it in a strainer, let the heat of the chicken cool off so I could debone it. Most important thing is, don't leave tiny bones. You don't know if they're going to give that soup to one of their children and they're going to choke. You don't want to be responsible for that. You don't know if they're going to give even pets, you guys. Dogs can't eat onions. They cannot eat cooked chicken bones. Anyways, that's why we try to whenever we make chicken, get the bones out of the house as soon as possible. That's just us. So here, and you can the broth will thicken up a little bit because of your chicken. I'm sorry, because of your dumplings. But you also saw how I dropped them in. I didn't do it any special way.
Those are the best dumplings right there.
Yeah.
The drop ones.
The drop biscuits. And you guys, I was telling everybody, you can buy the biscuits that are packaged, and it says just add water, and it costs 70-90 cents. Buy it. Maybe it costs $1. I don't know. I haven't bought them in so long. And then you just add water and do it the same way. But I just showed you how to make them homemade. And I don't want to put any of those damn big celeries, Joey. I know you like them. I don't want to take them all out because I know you enjoy them. Dice your onion. Put a whole half of onion so you can do it big and then remove it so your kids don't know. That's why I do the celery big so I don't have to see it, but Joe likes it. And again, you can get more chicken and put it in there. I was just using what was on the bones. Hey, Nova. Shit. Oh my God, she needed a little help. You might need, I forgot, I only put a tiny bit of pepper in it, Dad.
It's all right.
All right, guys, ready for it? Let's go. Let's do a tink, everybody. Thank you guys again for being here. I don't do. I mean, and it's not that I just couldn't take the trial right now. I was in Queen Bee's listening, and it was just very hard, very very hard for me. The baby is the age of my grandson's size and everything, and so it's really hard for me to hear all of it, see it, all of it. I just can't. So, anyways, there's nothing wrong with it. I just a lot for me. Aw, stop! How cute. Why are you the cutest?
Just natural.
Lord, if anybody's wondering, this is apple cider.
Apple cider.
Sorry.
Apple cider's the bomb.
It's the best.
All right, let's
Maybe
try
I'll just
this.
do a water. No, I need a soda with my thing. All right. Come on, you guys. I'm gonna aim you down just to check it out how pretty it looks. Again, you can put as many vegetables, put peas in it if you like it. We did just carrots, celery, and drop biscuits. Homemade drop biscuits. They were as simple as flour, milk, salt, pepper. Don't forget baking powder because you need them to puff. Okay, sorry, baby.
It's all right.
Ready? Get your forks ready, my members.
Ready to tink it.
Yes. Y'all know what I mean. In the members section, you have a gold fork or a regular fork or something. Ooh, why is yours so pretty? Tink. Ooh, babe. Tink.
Tink. Hot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
They feel like little pillows on when you bite into them. They just kind of like, I don't know how to describe it. They feel like, don't they feel like little pillows?
Oops.
The dog's head.
That's good. Good broth.
See what it looks like, guys? When you bite into it, it literally just goes like,
Very good.
it's really
Yummy.
good.
So yummy.
Put as much salt as you want. Put as much garlic as you want. Put fresh garlic in it. Put black pepper in it. Put rosemary. Put thyme. Put whatever you want in yours. What I do is I was showing you how to get a rotisserie to a finished product, and you don't have to dump it. You can take all the pieces of meat that are in there. When it falls apart, it enables you to take the little pieces out. Okay, guys. It went from this to this. Wait, let me show you the other one instead. And don't eat it. It's hot. Here we go. It went from this to this. There you go, guys. We didn't want to dump it. I wanted to show you. If you don't want to make it into soup, just do the broth. Skim all the stuff off. Let it cool off and stick it in your fridge or your freezer. So whenever your recipe calls for some chicken broth. All right, be blessed, guys. Let's see, what else? Our Cash App, our PayPal, our Venmo are all attached if you're able to bless us. If you're able to share it, thank you for sharing it. If you're able to bless us, we'd appreciate it. And also, remember, if they're not a member, join the members. Oh, like I say, dipping in and out of the trial, though. I know it is, girl. I've been listening to same as Granby. I know, girl. Thank you, guys. Everybody, thank you guys for being here. Yes, girl, I love doing the turkey because I make the turkey over biscuits or turkey over a hot turkey sandwich. I love doing that one. Okay, guys, I love you. I love you. I can keep going on another subject. So be blessed. Do something else with an hour. Thank you for giving me this on. Be blessed.